Every season has its ups and downs. Every year you have to continue to dig deeper.
I'm looking forward to competing against the best players in the world more often.
With the new schedule, you see a lot of guys fight their way into that top 50.
Next year the tour will be stronger and you'll keep getting better.
Marker.
Welcome to the field, presented by Michelob Ultra. A look into the future of golf at the highest level.
The biggest stars on the PGA Tour.
The PGA Tour returns in 2024 with a reimagined format and schedule.
I think it's going to be really exciting this year.
Are you kidding me? What a punt.
With events interconnected like never before and more at stake every week.
What a finish to save it.
There's so much pressure.
Winning a PGA Tour event does change your life.
The best golfers, the most passionate fans.
Look at the crowd. What a scene.
Culminating in the ultimate trophy in the sport.
This marks a new era. The PGA Tour is leading our sport forward. This was a bridge year to the schedule for 2024.
The PGA Tour returns with a revamped schedule that rewards performance, building up to the ultimate goal of winning the FedEx Cup.
This is an exciting time for the PGA Tour. It's a new schedule, it's innovative, and the biggest thing is there's something to play for every week.
I think the whole new strategy of like, okay, we all play the same schedule, definitely rewards the good players, and I think it's a great system, and it's just kind of fair for everybody.
The PGA Tour has always been exciting, but now as we look into 2024, and you're going to have the best players playing together more often. As a fan, I mean, what more can you ask for?
Among the 35 regular season events, the 2024 season will be highlighted with premier tournaments dubbed signature events.
The signature events, players are pursuing the biggest trophies against the best fields at historic venues.
We have 8 signature events, and you couple them with the players and the major championships. We're going to have some great storylines throughout 2024.
These tournaments are going to have Rory and Scotty Scheffler. It's really great, and it's going to create great theater and great tournaments for the future. Getting all the top players to play together more often to create more drama, create maybe some more rivalries. The structure that the PGA Tour has now set up will only continue to create great stories like that.
It's aspirational for these players to get into these signature events. You are going to get a chance to play against and possibly beat the very best on the PGA Tour. So if you are a true competitor, why would you want to be in those events, taking on the best in the world?
The 2024 season will feature 8 signature events with increased prize money, more FedEx Cup points, and a limited field. The field will be comprised of the top 50 from the previous season, the next 10, and the swing 5, with the race for those coveted spots starting in the FedEx Cup Fall.
You want to be the next 10. That's what's really important part of the fall. If you're 51 through 60, you play your way into the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am and the Genesis Invitational. Remember that all-important top 125 number. Keep your job.
You have to finish inside the top 125 at season's end. And so there's heavy drama there because that gives you opportunities in 2024.
I think it's going to be really exciting this year. There are people fighting for better status. I think it's really cool. The more I've thought about it, the more I see a lot of value in those events shaping the futures of people's careers.
The inaugural FedEx Cup Fall began just 2 weeks after the Tour Championship, and with so much on the line, the drama was on full display.
Oh! Luke List! That's what I'm talking about right there. His heart is beating out of his chest right now.
Playing well in this FedEx Cup Fall sets you up for a great start to the next season, and it gives you kind of an upper hand on your competition.
There's so much pressure. Your job is on the line, and I just find it to be remarkable to watch.
Colin Morikawa ends a 2-year winless drought. Tom Kim wins again after an up-and-down season. Eric Van Rooyen changes his life while honoring a dying friend.
Wow. Incredible finish. Look at that embrace. And a meaningful one, to say the least.
It just shows the full spectrum of emotions, of achievement and accomplishment.
that can be had in the FedExCup Fall.
As the FedExCup Fall concluded, PGA Tour cards are secured and the next 10 are locked, with Mackenzie Hughes leading the charge in 51st.
There is the next 10. If you're inside this graphic, you are a happy man. Look out for Sam. Judge that one beautifully. Trying to get that first ever victory out here on the PGA Tour.
One of the mantras I've kind of been leaning on as of late, really just embracing the moment. When I go out and play, just trusting my ability and the preparation. There's a lot to play for in the FedExCup Fall. I don't have a lot to lose, so to speak.
Sam Ryder is one of those players for whom a PGA Tour victory is the next thing. He has the talent, he has the game. Really, for a guy like that, getting into those 2 signature events to start the year, it's a great chance to show where you stand, to prove to yourself that you belong.
After 3 top 15s in the FedExCup Fall to finish in the next 10 and secure 2 signature events, Sam Ryder can refocus at home in preparation for the 2024 season.
I love my job, but this is kind of a place where I can just be myself, away from golf a little bit, and just kind of reconnect and be around nature, and it just kind of grounds me a little bit. A perfect day for me when I'm off is coming down to the beach and doing a meditation or reading a little bit or going for a ride. I just feel like it always kind of energizes me a little bit when I'm home. Training is a huge part of my life. It's really good for everything from your physical fitness to your mental health, and it's just something that I couldn't live without. It's obviously very specifically tailored to how I play and how I want to swing it, but really it just should make everything I'm trying to do with my game just easier.
While rejuvenating his mind and body, Sam embraces every aspect of being a PGA Tour player while filming a commercial for his sponsor.
Like you're not yelling, yeah. Game changer, right?
Yeah. I was more nervous doing that than I was before the final round in the lead of a tournament, because it's a different environment. There's little nuances and details and all the behind the scenes stuff that people don't realize. It's nice to work with people that know what they're doing, and it makes me look better for sure. I'm still going to be kind of working and then still try and practice. I'm kind of trying to find the balance. It's just nice to be able to have all the quietness where I can just focus on this and kind of let the hustle bustle of daily life kind of subside a little bit. Part of how I fell in love with the game is I always just enjoyed being able to work at it. I still enjoy it. I still love coming out here and being able to hit balls and the grind of it, so to speak. So it really just is kind of like a version of meditation for me.
Sam Ryder, who's had this adventurous back nine, has another putt here for birdie. And he pours it in.
He's only got 2 pars on the entire day. He's on fire.
There's been a changing golf climate, and the schedule's changed quite a bit. And I think a lot of it for me and my goals and my attitude about playing right now is seizing the opportunity. There's just a lot of good things going with the game of golf. It's a time for me to really buckle down and try and maximize.
As Sam Ryder and the other PGA Tour players look to maximize next year, the 2024 season starts in January on the island of Maui with the first signature event.
The Century now is truly the kickoff to the golf season, and it's at one of our most beautiful and most unique venues.
It's one of the most special places we get to go in the entire world.
The idea that you start from scratch and can go out and make moves early there. It's going to be a massive event and a kickstart to a big year.
Leaving Maui, the PGA Tour competes in 3 full field tournaments before landing in Pebble Beach, California for the next signature event.
AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am being a signature event is one of the most exciting developments of the year.
The idea that you could have a major championship field coming down the stretch at Pebble Beach, and I'm really excited that it's going to be elevated this year, given I always play it and I love the event as a whole and the history of it.
Staying on the West Coast, after the WM Phoenix Open, the 3rd signature event takes place at the Riviera Country Club.
The Genesis Invitational will always be about Tiger Woods. It's where he played his first PGA Tour event, and we'll be reminded about that.
For it to be hosted by the greatest player of this generation, and to stand on the 18th green and have Tiger Woods hand you that trophy that you earned, that's a chill bump moment. That's a dream come true.
I always love going to Riviera. I think it's arguably the best golf course we play all year. With Tiger's involvement, it's very, very cool as well.
From Tiger's tournament in Los Angeles, California, to Arnie's Kingdom in Orlando, Florida, the 4th signature event lands at Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
It's definitely a special event to go back to. Having Mr. Palmer's name on it and being able to go back to a place that he loves so much and compete is very special for us as players.
To win a signature event on his course, his event, and to put on that sweater, that is a pinch me moment for these guys.
And then to the players. It's not a signature event. It carries a greater importance to the competitors.
Scotty Scheffler wins the 49th edition. Get the players.
Growing up watching the players, it's our biggest event, and it's a dream come true just to be in that field.
I personally think the players, I think it's maybe the best tournament on the PGA Tour schedule, because it's the best of the best on the PGA Tour.
This year's players especially will stand alone. It's the 50th anniversary of that tournament. It's a golf course that really transformed golf course architecture, transformed tournament golf, and it's a place that was built for drama.
We continue our preview of the 2024 PGA Tour signature events, picking back up in Harbor Town.
The fans who have flocked here to Harbor Town are in store for quite the show. The best players in the world are here.
I'm really excited about the RBC Heritage. I think it's a really cool venue, Harbor Town.
The RBC Heritage is such a great addition to the signature events because it requires accuracy and precision over power.
It's all smiles at Harbor Town Golf Links on Hilton Head Island from Matt Fitzpatrick.
Following the RBC Heritage, the PGA Tour competes in 3 full-field tournaments before teeing off at the 6th signature event.
The Wells Fargo Championship. Golf fans know it well. Quail Hollow Club.
I really enjoyed playing at Quail Hollow this year. It's a great course and a great tournament, and it was probably the most fun I've had on the course this year.
The best players in the world, they want to play Quail Hollow because it's a true heavyweight test. You have to bring an A game.
After the PGA Championship and 2 more full-field events, the 7th signature event is at the home of a golf icon.
Jack's Place, big-time test for these players.
That course is very difficult. You kind of have to do everything well around here. You got to hit the fairways because there's some spots around here where you're just dead if you miss it.
Victor Hovland survived on a golf course that bared its teeth. He gets the trophy and the coveted handshake from Jack Nicklaus.
The U.S. Open separates the memorial presented by Workday and the final signature event, the Travelers Championship.
This golf course, I think, demands accuracy off the tee. It's a golf course I really like, and if you drive the ball in the fairway, you can get on a roll here and make a bunch of birdies in a row.
Going to Travelers my whole life, my dream was just to maybe one day play in the tournament, and to be able to win it was so spectacular.
Following the last signature event are 5 full-field events, the Open Championship and the Olympics, before the final tournament of the regular season.
I always enjoy the Wyndham Championship because I like to see the guys who are not only trying to win the tournament, but trying to secure themselves a spot in the field for the FedExCup playoffs.
The Wyndham this year was super exciting with the 70 number. That was kind of must-see TV. I think it's really cool.
Instead of the top 125 getting into the postseason, it's the top 70. And that means more players are coming to Wyndham fighting for that spot in the playoffs.
It's just a challenge against yourself. It's a process of getting better.
Victor Hovland claims the PGA Tour's ultimate prize.
It's very rewarding.
I'm so proud of you.
In the big moments and the small ones, the game of golf brings joy, but it takes dedication and is a lifelong test of skill.
What do I enjoy about golf? You can never master it. When you do, it's only for a short moment. It's like an everlasting challenge.
But despite golf's challenges, it's only worth it if you enjoy it.
Bingo.
Oh, let's go! That's a
winner.
Cheers. Michelob Ultra ushers in the happiness for golf fans and for the players.
The thing I enjoy the most is competing. I really love teeing up on Thursday and seeing how good I can be each and every day that I'm out here.
Golf is my passion and my craft, so I have a lot of drive to get better every day, and I enjoy that.
Golf makes us smile, brings us together, and gives us a reason to celebrate.
The 4-year wait is over for Corey Connors.
It's not easy to win. You can beat yourself up by not having success, but enjoying the ride is definitely very, very important.
Victory for Wyndham Clark, and he is a winner on the PGA Tour.
In this sport, you have to learn to love the process. It makes winning so much better.
Michelob Ultra, the official beer of the PGA Tour.
Welcome to Memphis, everyone. Best in the game on the PGA Tour playing here. Try to make it to the top 50.
The playoffs is the time where you really want to put the perfect end on your season.
As the regular season comes to a close, the top 70 players are one step closer to their chance at winning the FedEx Cup. And it starts in Memphis at the FedEx St. Jude Championship.
To be in the top 70, you're playing some pretty seriously good golf on the PGA Tour. It kind of intensifies the regular season and gets the best players of the year into the playoffs.
Every shot's going to matter because everyone's going to be earning a good amount of points throughout the playoffs. It's going to be very nitty-gritty.
Only 50 players make it into the second playoff event at the BMW Championship.
To get into that top 50 is huge. I mean, it's important to get into those events for next year. I mean, that's big purses, best players in the world. So there's definitely some pressure for guys when it comes to the season.
It's easy to lose sight of how good guys out here actually are. Those guys on the bubble to 70 to 50, they know how important that is getting to those signature events.
It takes a lot of effort, talent, and belief just to get into the playoffs. But to continue that confidence in that 3-week stretch and ultimately win and hold the FedEx Cup trophy, you've proven to yourself and to the world that you're elite.
Some pretty heavy hitters on that trophy.
East Lake is the ultimate field. It's elite company. It's only 30 players.
When the best players play, we play the best golf courses.
Hottest player in the world, Victor Hovland. He actually plays better when the courses are tougher and it's bigger stakes.
Victor Hovland was crowned the season-long victor in August, showcasing just how much can change in a 3-month span.
I don't know what my FedEx Cup ranking is so far this year, but we're going in the right direction.
Share a second at the PGA Championship.
Still ranked fairly high without having to win, so next time I'm in contention, get a win, and we'd be pretty high up there.
He knows he belongs now on the biggest stage.
Obviously won some tournaments before this year, but never won kind of a bigger event against the absolute best players in the world. My game is definitely headed in the right direction, so if I just kind of keep doing what I'm doing, we're going to have a few more opportunities like that. I think sometimes in the past I've psyched myself out a little bit that, oh, I have to be perfect to beat these guys, which you do have to play pretty damn good to win tournaments. But I don't have to lead after the first day to still have a chance on Sunday.
Victor off to a little bit of a slow start here in round 1.
I shot 14 under in the weekend at a pretty hard golf course to come from behind.
And a round of 61, loading up on the hardware.
That was definitely a weekend like that where I felt like things came together, and when things come together, I feel like I can beat the best players in the world, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen by itself. You still have to go out there and earn it and do it every single day.
Now playing a game of catch me if you can. Been walking around here like the boss the last couple of weeks, and he's playing like it as well.
Process-wise, I'd say I'm very pleased with the season.
Victor Hovland, the winner of the 2023 Tour Championship, and claims the PGA Tour's ultimate prize of the FedEx Cup.
I proved to myself that I can be up there in those moments, and I can play really well. I'd say we're on a good track.
Like Hovland, every PGA Tour player dreams of winning on the biggest stage. And to do that, they will need to beat the field.